I didn't know a better name. We're going to go Darlington Racing. We're going to call it the Darlington Strike tonight. Custom Cup. Myself, Archangel, and the one and only. He surprised us at the last second.
Uh-oh.
That RKM guy, Ryan Morgan's up here with us. We got Taddy, and we have Mr. Robbie Vids himself. They'll be helping us do in-race reporting tonight. But RKM, great to have you in the booth. I've talked to you a little bit in chat here and there, and message boards and stuff, and racing with you. It'll be an awesome time to have you up here, buddy.
Shoot, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Glad I
He
could
said
get
talk to him. I thought you was just always picking on Puddin'.
Well, yeah, I always pick on him. What else is there to do? You got to pick on the guy.
Hey, there ain't nothing better to do than get Puddin' all fired up. Having good times, man, making him laugh and stumble through his broadcast. Hey, I love it.
He does too, man.
Although that doesn't take much.
There's been so many times that there's been great action on the track, and I haven't been able to breathe because of the RKM.
That's when you know it's good fun.
We should be just now wrapping up qualifying. We were talking about that. There were 2 to go right before we jumped on, so it should be wrapping up. We'll get you a rundown here in just a second. They just finished. So, what are your thoughts and opinions, RKM, on Darlington? You know, it's a love-hate track. A lot of people love it, or a lot of people hate it.
I love it because it's hard, and I mean, I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means, but I love that it's so technical and so tricky.
Yeah, and especially setting a custom up here, these guys, you know, they're going to be hooked up and rolling really good. You know, I'm not a big fan of it driving it. I'd like to go in there and seeing everything, but I'm going to agree with you, though. The more the technical the track, you know, the more you have to work for any and every position you get, and I enjoy a little bit more of the difficultness, too, so we're going to be in for a good one. We got Coach Matt already out there. What's up, buddy? And Tom Horton, never without a beat, just like RKM. You guys are almost always in the chat, so real quick before we get started, I just got to go into here and, yep, mute. There we go. Tom Horton is now officially muted tonight, so we are good to go, guys.
So, real quick, I want everybody at home to know we had a member. He was injured in a car accident. We put together. We've done some donation races for him. Maybe you guys have heard of Adam Troutman, A Trout. This track here, Darlington, actually is the last race that Trout won here in the Giggity Racing League. And he passed his team captain, Noko, to get that victory. There was a late caution that he was actually involved in, so he drove from the back and made it back to the front. So kudos to Trout, but that's a little back history here for Giggity at Darlington. One of the drivers.
I did not realize that was his last race, or his last win.
It was his last win, yeah. It wasn't his last race, but it was his last victory.
I remember that victory.
And old Robbie Vids, he said himself, he was going to run the 47, but he was like, you know, I'm going to run that for A-Trout tonight. So we're still thinking of you guys. Same thing with, you know, Little Man out there and Ed, though. We're all thinking about you guys, and we want to hear from you. And been able to talk to a Little Man and Ed, though, a little bit. Man, I did not know I lived so close to Little Man. Would have loved to shake his hand. And Ed, though, didn't get back in time for me to get back down there. But we're still thinking of you, and that's an awesome fact right there for Giggity Racing, Caddy.
Pleasure, guys. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty cool. I just sent you guys the invites. The timer is going. We wasted no time getting it up and running. Noko, unfortunately, is going to start dead last. Jay Wood is going to start on the pole with Celtics fan on the outside. And our dash driver, Cian Cerula, is going to start third. On the outside of him is the other dash driver, Sparks 5155, starting fourth.
Oh, nice. Made it in. Excellent.
Yeah, so those guys they just got done racing with each other, and they're going to do it again. Yes, tonight Tom Horton, Robbie is racing. Hello, McFly. Didn't you just hear that?
Hey, that's a wrong movie.
Now, out there in chat, he was like, hello. Now, Dirt Dog, you know, he's, like I said, I talk about it all the time. He's a great ambassador for Giggity. He helps so many people out, you know, gets them introduced to the development series. Quite a few of the people those got picked up. We're going to jump over there real quick. Give me a second, the blue screen.
Man, I didn't realize where I thought.
And we are going live at Darlington.
I just realized.
Yeah, I sent everybody one. He's
Okay.
got one.
All right. I just want to make sure before I went in.
I think I sent you guys both a couple.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 3.
Oh, I started in the back. Me and Robbie, right in front of Noco.
All right. The rolling roadblock.
Rolling roadblock, that's right. It's so difficult to pass here. Gotta get a good drive, trying to get underneath them. And we're jumping right on board. One car already down low.
So, 184 laps here.
Oh, Napa Fe takes the lead, and Suido Sin right there on the outside. Here comes Jaywood. Sorry to cut you off. There's a nice little battle. These two for second and third. Pull sitter sitting right there, trying to get underneath Sin 95. Jaywood starting to walk with it. Or Napa fan.
Oh, Taddy early in the wall. Got loose coming off.
Oh, Jaywood hits that apron. He bites the butter as Dark Knight like to say.
No go in the wall.
Yeah, he spins around. Still no caution, it looks like.
That's unfortunate.
Sparks involved the other dash driver. Noko got into the wall trying to get around it. From the back of that 95 got caught up. No, excuse me. From the back is right there. He's in that 95. He's in third. I thought, who's that other red car I saw back there, guys? That was unfortunate for them. Still a long race, though. Still a very long race. See if they can get caught back up. Great to see Wicked Gatekeeper in that traditional 42, but it's not the McDonald's red and yellows. We're going to have to remember his colors tonight as he scrapes the ball just a little bit. Running right there. Not wonder he got a little bump. No, looks like he's still good, guys. This is an IMG. He's right behind him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Can they get together and work as the lead pack is starting to pull away from them?
Wicked enters tonight. Wicked enters tonight as the points leader with myself in second. Just letting you guys know.
Alright.
Wicked Gatekeeper, our points leader. Here goes Golf Nut right there. That 31 gets way loose. Oh, Robbie in that 37 car trying to get up right there with him. He might have been involved in that too, because Noko was right there.
Yeah, I got a little bit of front end damage. I got a yellow bumper, so the car's running a little bit tight. We have to run a different line here, try and get some wear on the right rear so I can loosen it up a bit.
That might actually be helpful at the end of the run.
Yep.
Getting
That's a bad
outside.
idea.
Excuse me,
You said
guys.
earlier this
Celtics
truck
fan
was
did run
hard.
the throwback. Celtics ran that throwback paint scheme too, so that's an old DW, but then there's a 17 Napa fan run for Underdog, so we got two of the same paint schemes, I think, out there.
The 17 didn't advance from the dash. He ran the dash and didn't.
Oh,
advance.
that's right. Excuse me, so that's why I was familiar. I'm getting a little confused, but Season right there trying to catch him. Celtics fan, your leader.
Ooh, ran me outside. God, I've missed doing this. Sorry, guys.
Great to have you back, buddy. Great to have you lapping. I know, we're still thinking about you. And by God, I missed you.
Yeah, I've missed you too. I've missed all of you. I've especially missed that one guy, that RKM guy.
He's like the s'mores. Somebody got to break out in Kumbaya.
Get the marshmallows out, guys.
Earlier you were saying this track was hard, but it's not. It's the other H word. It's horrible.
I love it. It just doesn't love me.
We're on board with Wicked Gatekeeper right here, trying to get behind that 31 and Golf Nut. And that 20 car right there with him. Nice little battle. Looks like Robbie's pulling those guys around the pack. 20 is I Am Goofy right there, trying to. Oh, RKM. Excuse me, RKM's in the booth. Here comes Wicked. He peeks his nose to the inside of Golf. He does not do it. He says, "I'm not doing it." Oh, Golf checks up just a little bit. Does not hit the wall. Probably barely got out and tapped that brake just enough not to get into the wall. Slows up. Here comes Wicked to the outside. Golf Nut has to pull back up and. Oh, right there he does, right in front of Goofy. Goofy's trying to get right there with him, but now Arcade... Golly, Wicked's trying to pull away just a little bit. Look what you've already done to me.
Oh, this is going to be hilarious. I'm not even going to have to say anything, and he's going to be all buggered up. This is great.
It's your presence. It's your aura.
That's it. He's just anticipating me saying something. He wants to be ready for it.
Preemptive. Goofy right behind
I'm still
Golf
going to call you Pinky. Just saying.
I think that's going to be branded for life.
Absolutely. I do like the new name, but it should have had Pinky. That's all I can say.
I'll come up with something in another 6 months. I don't want to confuse too many people too fast, because some of them are like, one guy's like, I think that's Puddin' under a new name, just trying to come out and troll people. And I'm like, nope, it's still the Puddin' count. It's just me. I'm not hiding the fact that I'm Puddin'. Goofy gets a little loose.
No problem spelling this one.
Oh my gosh. He gets a little loose right there. Guys trying to track each other down, on board with K-Taddy, running that throwback car like he was talking about. I remember that car. It was a good looking car too.
Oh yeah, it was a really good looking car until it got loose and crinkled it up.
On the first lap.
Celtics is just starting to pull away, guys. Does anybody have anything for him? Sen's got himself a little bit away from the back in that 95, but I don't think he's got anything right now for Celtics.
Well, looks like from the back got around.
Oh, he did. Our third place driver right there. Spins it around and coming out of turn 4. Going down the front stretch. Good call, yeah. He's going to pull back into this 5-car battle, too. That he's going to make it 6. Jay Wood's looking good, too. The pool setter, he got involved in an accident. Hit that apron, got spun around just a little bit. So he's going to try to get back up there, too. He's made up some ground.
I tell you, I think Noco's going to get there. He's running a pretty damn clean line.
You know, I just looked in my mirror and it's like looking at a pack of wolves.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fair to say that my bummer was twitching a little bit at the minute.
That's called a pucker. That's called the pucker factor. We call it the pucker factor. Yeah, Noco's looks like he's got a little damage on that from that incident. And again, he started further back. He's in front of that pack, it looks like, but he knows what adjustments if need to. He's got his strategy down, you know. He's back in that notorious black car. He said, I won't drive that orange car again, no matter how cool it looks. I want to be in black. Do they have wolves in Australia, Tom Horton? I don't know. I'm not from Australia. Oh, Noco scrapes the wall just a little bit. I know they got didgeridoos. Here comes Jay Wood, got to the back of Golf Nut, makes a clean pass. Oh, as soon as I say that contact being made, he gets loose, and he is around again after he caught up to that pack. Goofy goes around him. Good save by Goofy to avoid that. Jay Wood cannot be happy right now. His frustration level's got to be raised. He's just got to be able to be patient, you know, wait for pit stops and wait and see if he can work his way back up. Again, we're doing cautions, no stages, so makes it a little bit more difficult, but he was right there with Golf that back on board with Celtics, the 11 car, our leader. And he is, I'd say half a straightaway away from our second place. So one of our dash drivers of Cinderella 95, we call him C95 for short. Sparks, the other dash driver too, in that 2 Mustang. Miss driving the old Mustangs? RKM?
Mustang. I still drive Mustangs.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you made a special appearance this year, you know, and
oh, it's going to happen again.
that'll be great to see you out there. Sparks gets the back of Wicked.
I'll be hitting the Glen Friday, actually. Oops. No surprise now.
Yeah.
I
And
done gave it away.
boom, yeah. That pack behind
gonna
Robbie
get
has
out
thinned
there.
out a little bit. It's just come down to Sparks and Wicked, but he's still got, Robbie's got a lot of company on his back bumper.
Yeah, so here at the Giggity Wrestling League, we've made a few changes. We needed a couple people to help oversee and help with the penalization of some of the series, and I felt it to be wrong that I run in this series and get hand out penalties. Although I have penalized myself already this season. Anyway, so the RKM being back, he's actually going to help out with the development stage a little bit, help us let us know who's developing well. But he is also going to be the custom cup admin that will be the guy that helps out overseeing and penalizing.
That's awesome. That's yeah, that's great to, you know, see you back up a little bit there, RKM, and I know you'll make the right decisions at the right time for these guys. So that'll be it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm never going to go completely away from Giggity. It just Giggity is still home, but you know, I always never miss a race, and happy to help out when I can.
And you said development's at the Glen this Friday?
It is. Yeah, when I said I was going to go, I didn't realize that. I may have waited a week.
Robbie gets down to the inside and let these guys go. Probably car falling just up a little bit, or might be on some pit strategy. Him and Noko last year on the same team. Noko's got strategy. I know Robbie does too, to see how it works out for him.
I know Noko will be glad I'm not on the track with him tonight.
Right? So, how do I get to drive the Watkins Glen race this Friday? I want to participate.
Oh, no.
I love Watkins Glen, Canadian Motors. You guys know how much I like doing road courses. I got advanced up to preset Xfinity. First race was at Vegas. Had a really good run going, but the first race I missed in trucks was Canadian in trucks. Killed me to be in the booth to watch it.
Yeah.
Here comes Sparks to the inside of 42. That's Wicked Gatekeeper. Can he get it done? Can they hold the lines?
Oh, they got loose coming off of 2.
That was Sandstro in second place.
Okay. Oh, so Noko's reeling in second. And you.
Well, I'm a lot down. I got all that damage.
Right.
But yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, well, he wanted to come play with the big boys tonight. He dashed his way in. He's been looking strong all week, like Art said. Well, he's going to get his first dose of black car #1 Noko in that rear view. We always talk about how you don't want to see it there. So let's see how the Sun 95 can hold up on this. Especially with some of the damage on Noko's car. He's still holding it really well.
Yeah, no, we know we'll be okay with it.
I mean, I got damage. There's no reason to go
I
into
know.
these corners taking the line, you know.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's smart racing.
As I see it right now, before these green flag pit stops have been made, Celtics still our leader, sitting 95 in that 88 car, sitting in second. Notorious Noko coming up right there in that black 1 car, sitting in third. These cars have spread away from themselves a little bit, definitely distanced themselves from the pack, but as I'm on board with Sen right now, it does look like lap by lap, surely but surely, sneakily working his way back up is Noko up there, so let's see what he's got.
Secrets out the bag, Noko. We can see you're fast.
Yeah. That's 2 secrets revealed tonight, guys. Darn.
We're on a roll.
In the words of Kate Daddy right now, ka-chow.
I'm just looking for a top 15 here. Good job.
Top 15. That would definitely help advance you in the points, especially, guys, we do have a smaller car count tonight. These are the elite drivers in Giggity and our custom Cup. Some of our drivers who participate with us, and Noko claims right back up on that mistake of Sin right there. But those guys had other obligations and another race tonight, so that's why we're down on the cars just a little bit. We look forward to seeing them back here real near future, but yeah. Noko is just ever creeped up. I don't know if that was a mistake because he was looking in his rearview mirror, or if it just happened, or if he's shaking in his race shoes because he sees Noko right now. I don't know what he's going to do, but Noko is pulling right up on his rear bumper. If he can get around Sin, can he chase down the leader of Celtics? He's riding that white line. Sin just above it, pulls in that draft. Let's see how the new kid does.
I think it's going to be a stage break before you can get caught back up, I think.
We don't do
But, no stages, cautions only.
Well, then that isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh. And here goes Noko for the pass.
And he, yeah, clean pass. That was quick. Let's see if he can catch up to Celtics. Celtics needed to see that. You know, some of those guys falling off the pace. Noko looking like he's getting stronger as these guys are starting to lose tires.
Looked like the 42 lost it coming off of 2, got loose.
42 being wicked gatekeeper. I'm going to keep my eye on this real quick. We'll check back with that in just a second, but...
Oh, he's going. He didn't wreck completely. He got super loose coming off the corner. Saved it.
Now let's see what Sin 95's got for Noko. Again, Noko's got a little damage, and that 88 looks quasi-clean. I'm sure the right side's got some scrape marks on it. You know, that good old-fashioned Darlington stripe.
Well, he certainly isn't laying down and letting Noko walk off, is he?
No, he's not. I mean, everybody in Giggity, we all know, we all know Noko, but does he know Noko or know of Noko? As he's getting back to the inside of him, he holds it, gets a little loose, sticks his nose back under, doesn't going to make the pass right now, but he is trying to get back to him.
He is indeed. So now, ordinarily, I would say the two of them should work together and try and run down Celtics, but I don't really think the draft would play enough of a factor to let them catch up.
More than 5 laps, green flag pit stops, guys.
5 laps to pit stops. Alright. Looks like Celtics is starting to get a bit loose coming off. Oh, Celtics is pitting now.
Okay, 1 lap to pit stop, guys. You know, one thing that I want to stress here a lot is with no stages and how the field's spread out pretty good, there's actually a good chance that a Darlington race would go caution free. And with that said, those of us on a wheel, this track is hard. It is a very difficult track. You're on that wheel the whole time. So look for these guys to, at the end of the race, you might see a lot of mistakes that you're not seeing here at the beginning as they start getting wore out as drivers as well. This is coming from a guy on a wheel right now getting wore out in the first 30 laps.
Sparks is entering the pits, or just coming out. Sparks just came out of the pits. And I know Noko here, he loves to run it till it's dry. So we'll see how many laps and see what that does. Like, I'm sure Celtics would gain a lot of time on him running on the new tires, but come the end of the run, he may pick it back up by pitting later, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those, at this point in time, you kind of want to run out your fuel run. And, you know what I mean? You can see what you got, how long you can make it with your tires. So you might need that extra fuel at the end of the race if it stays green.
Here comes Noko in the pits now. He gets in there nice and clean.
Ouch. 9 seconds.
And their Celtics just got back on the lead lap, I believe. Noko just hit his pit stall now. Celtics has to have at least a 10-second lead right now.
Sorry guys, Mrs. Puddin just got some news and everything. It's not bad news, it's good news. As everybody knows, not to take away from the race that we got, Everybody knows what's going on with the pandemic that's going around, and everybody knows my wife is a nurse, and the support that she is getting from so many people out there, it just made her a little emotional. She's happy, and she's very appreciative of it. So please, guys, don't forget the first responders, firefighters, police people who they have to work and they can't, they don't know if they're going to be contaminated. Nurses, doctors. So let's think about those guys while we're out there. Let's get back to the racing though.
Absolutely, you got to think about them.
I was on board with Noko for a while, watching him. He got loose, came down pit lane. Can we confirm has Celtic pitted yet? Because I'm on board with him right now.
Oh yeah, Celtics was the first one to pit.
Okay, so he's on strategy.
He's got about a 10-second lead right now.
Look at this.
After
We got
pit stops.
all right. After pit stops, he's coming out. Now look at this. We got that battle between Zen 95 and Noko. Sin hasn't lost his bumper. I'm assuming that Sin pitted when Noko did. Otherwise, they still wouldn't be together.
Yep, they pitted at the same time. And there is still some damage on the front of Noko's car. I'm not quite sure where he got that.
It was from that first, when Jay Wood hit the apron and spun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he bumped up, so...
Noko in the wall.
Here comes 88 to him. He's going to take advantage of it, gets him cleared. Not very many people get the opportunity to pass Noko, but you know that return favor is coming very soon.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Carr, one of our dirt guys, he said, my mom's an LPN and my wife works in nursing homes and rehab centers, so yeah, thank you for what they do. This is a scary time to be in that field. But Sin's got to be having the time of his life, dashing his way in, preset cup races. Now he's doing custom cup races. He's racing with Noko. The new kid on the block is definitely making RJ Smitty be like, hey, I made a good decision here.
Yeah, let's keep in mind, Smitty wants to put him in Cup, so this is an audition for him.
Oh, Woodruff out there says, hey, can I get an invite? Who's got the chat party?
I do.
Oh, you got the chat party and you're racing. It might be a second, Woodruff. We'll try to
back up.
We'll try to get you up here as quick as possible. Probably next pit stops if that's the case. I did not know that K-Taddy had the party, so I'm sorry, Woodruff. But yeah, we'll get you up here if we can.
I'm gonna need somebody to suggest them though, so I don't have to search them. You know what I mean?
Gotcha, Doug. I'm on it.
Noko pulls up, back to the inside, doing a little Chevy crime here. Chip Ganassi versus Hendricks. Noko still got that damage, but he's holding on real well. So, I mean, it looks pretty good on our hood, but it's, it might be affecting his car, but with his experience, oh, it looks like the 88, see, gets real loose right there, comes down, lets him go by. Maybe he's going to try to follow behind Noko. Try to learn his line. Maybe save a little fuel on draft if he can get there too. So let's see if that works out for him or if he got loose.
Oh, both of them. The wall again. They both are.
Both of them are scraping the wall. So here he comes. The 88 to the backside of him again.
That's quite the battle. I think it's about the best battle on the track right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Robbie and Jaywood look like they're doing a little bit of war right now too.
Yeah, we'll switch back to it. Man, who would have thought that we saw damage in almost every car we looked at at Darlington? That's no surprise to me.
Robbie and Jaywood is not for position.
Oh. Well, they're racing like it is.
Yeah, right? Now we're doing some Ford Mustang and Chevy Camaro crime right here. Oh, Robbie scrapes that wall.
It won't be long before that Mustang gets around him.
Oh, here we go. Oh, RKN.
All them horses.
I'll build you a Chevy motor and send it up to you and put it in your Mustang, and that's how you can go fast.
I got a rice burner.
We'll make it even faster then.
Oh, crap.
Oh, he took out the leader. Oh, man. Oh, that's got to hurt.
Caution's out.
Caution is out, and Celtics cannot be happy. The message board. We'll see what happens there. But
I just flipped on to Celtics when that happened.
So what happened was I got loose on the exit, and I was spinning. I was out of control, and he went to avoid me, but my car was coming down, and so he made contact. He tried to
Well,
Oh
push me
yeah,
down on the
I
apron.
wonder how many
yeah. I
people are
saw
going to take
you.
the chance to fix that damage, Arcam, while we're up here, under caution. But this is something that NOCO and Sin 95 definitely wanted to see. They were racing for second and third, but this will give them a chance to, what do we say? Rack them and stack them, baby, and put them right there on Selton's bumper. So let's see how it pans out.
Oh yeah. Well, with
I might
that
have to go get.
damage, though, he may actually even not come out of the pits in front because of his damage.
All right, there it is. Sin, NOCO, Sparks, and I'm trying and Goopy right there, and then fourth. That puts Celtics back in fifth or sixth with Jay Wood to his inside.
Points leader, Wicked Gatekeeper got the lucky dog there.
That's great for him, yeah, because especially being the points leader. Here he is, leading the race at the big show on a premiere night. He's got NOCO on his bumper, the one and only new kid on the block. How can he hold this field off? Cargo spinning in the background. Another car gets loose. Don't want to take away from that. We've got to try to see who that was real quick. It looks like that a big gulp. Jaywood. We're going to go back on board with NOCO here, see what he can do with our leader, Sin 95. Can he hold him up? He's got a lot of company coming up behind him with Goopy and Sparks too. Yeah. NOCO try to diamond that off a little bit, RKM.
He is.
Oh, NOCO gets way loose!
He did. Got a little bit of a breathing room back to third.
I'm going to have to send NOCO a message and be like, they don't put dirt on Darlington. Definitely slinging her sideways. Good save, good recovery for him. And he's already pulled back up to that bumper, so no harm, no foul for him. He's got to be excited. And with no mic, I don't know how we're going to be able to interview him if he makes it on the pole. NOCO comes to the inside of Sin 95. He's got the preferred line. Sin looks like he backed off just a little bit. Good move. That way there wasn't contact being made. He scrapes the wall. He gets back in it. NOCO goes high. Here comes Sin on the back of it. Trying to pull in that draft. Might take a lap. He might be able to get him on the backside here, Arcam.
I don't know. NOCO's looking awfully strong. That was a pretty solid move he just made. We'll see. He did stay with him last time, but NOCO looked awfully strong. But then again, here he comes. So
right?
I could be completely wrong.
And not being able to actually speak with him, he sent me a message today. I don't know what his thought process is, what his plans are. He's still newer to customs, I do know that, and it looks like he put himself in one good one.
Oh yeah, he does have a good setup. And Sparks hold on to third is impressive too for a Dash guy.
Yeah, but
good job then.
Yeah, both Dash drivers.
Oh, talk about him.
Both Dash drivers were sitting in the top three right there, and we've seen it before where Dash drivers come up and win. We've seen Cytogenic do it. We've seen it in heat and everybody do it in dirt. Can he be the next one to be a Dash driver who gets himself a W, especially tonight on the premier stage? That would be very impressive.
And here comes Celtics trying to take third back, work his way back up to the front and see what he's got.
Yeah, we'll click back to that. Yeah, that's Sparks, Celtics, and Goofy right there. Nice little battle. Sin just clipping through, still on the back bumper of NOCO. This is, I think, just a good camera angle where we keep an eye on this and still see a little bit what's going on up front. Here comes Celtics, the inside of that too, of Sparks, the Dash driver. That's where you just gotta grip it and rip it, pin it, don't make contact. Who's gonna back out? It'll be a shutoff contest done. It looks like it was Sparks who let out, just let it go. If you get in the wall hard here, make contact with another person, which you don't necessarily do as Celtics scrapes the wall. You gotta be cautious about that. Celtics definitely led almost the entire race so far, had a dominating lead, RKM. Can he track these guys down before him? Like I said, that caution was not what a lot of people wanted to see, but definitely what those two guys wanted to see.
Oh, absolutely. We'll see here. He looks like he may be starting to pull away from Sparks a little bit, but Sparks isn't letting him get too far out there yet. Let me see. I'm curious to see if he's got enough to get back up there, though, honestly.
Well, and then if he pulls away from these guys right here, which I was just going to say, here comes Sparks right back with him. They can use draft too, and I think that's what Sin and NOCO are doing, just using a little bit of the draft effect to help stay with each other. Just mirror each other. Those guys are trying to be patient, calm, and not overdrive, and take themselves out of a potential podium, if not a W tonight.
I'm gonna go back there on Celtics car and keep an eye on that.
Oh, IMG gets really loose coming off the corner. Celtic scrapes the wall going in. Sparks doesn't gain any ground on him. Past the Earnhardt Towers, that's 3 or 4. Going down that front stretch, can he get there?
Sparks had a good turn 4 there. He's pulling in on him a little bit.
We'll keep an eye on this angle too. I think we can go back and forth. That way we can see how Sparks tries to keep up with Celtics when we see the leaders ahead of him. But Noko's still our leader. Then it goes to 95. Celtics are most laps leader tonight, and sitting here in third was the other dash driver, Sparks. Sparks gets up in the wall. There's that darn stripe, scrapes it. He gets back in the hammer pedal. Can he keep up with Celtics? Looks like he can.
Definitely staying with him, isn't he?
Yeah. Looks like Noko's pulled just a little bit out, but Sparks was sticking right there with Celtics. Celtics might have pulled one car out on him on that last lap, but here you can see their entry points, RKN. And it looks like Sparks gains on the entrance, and then Celtics pulls on the way out as long as you don't clip that wall. So different driving points.
Celtics is starting to catch up.
Yeah, he's starting to pull away from Sparks as we're doing the rear view on Sparks right now, watching ahead. And Noko's definitely pulled himself out. Oh, he gets loose. He gets loose. And he pulls back up in front of Sen. That gets them all stacked back up there too. Celtics wanted to see that. Maybe Sen had to tap that brake just to make sure that when Noko came back up, he didn't get into him too. So Celtics got something for these boys up front.
Yep. Definitely closing in.
Wow. That's unfortunate. Let's jump on board with the points leader as of going into tonight's race. I think that's that black car of Jay Wood in front of him. He's just back here riding around. Again, not a lot of car count tonight. They had obligations and stuff, so a top 10 would definitely be good for his points. But K Taddy's sitting in second, depending upon how these guys finish. Could shake the points up depending upon what the lead was. And now we're going back on board with our 5th place contender, right there. It's Goopy. Oh, Sparks, hold on to that Mustang. Here comes the 2080 of Goopy right there. He got that Yoda right on the back of that Mustang. Maybe these guys can work together and push to the front too, but I mean, Celtics is definitely pulled away from this group. I can't tell if he's catching on the ones in front of him though. Look,
he's catching Sin, but he's not catching Noko, I don't think. Noko's starting to pull away from Sin.
Oh! The 2 car goes around. He hits the apron, the Sparks. He goes spinning around. I was on board with IMG right there, right behind him, and he saw that. That was evasive maneuvers right there. Evasive maneuver, squadron leaders. Good job to avoid that contact on IMG's part. Glad to see Golf not up here. He had a little bit of contact, but it missed up a little bit early, but he's still trying to hold in. These guys all trying to get there. On board with this 6 Mustang of K Taddy. Looks like him and Robbie are trying to work together, or at least chase each other down. Taddy behind Robbie. No, that's Golf that, excuse me. I saw the black and red. Sorry, I apologize for that. Sometimes I just try to go by the paint schemes. And Taddy right to the back of Golf Nut right there too. They got themselves a little battle. Oh! Taddy's going to clear him easily as Golf Nut scrapes that wall. Robbie Vitz, now I'm on board with him, had a good view of that.
Oh, Celtics is around. Celtics hit the apron going through 3 and 4.
Oh no! And he had himself a hot rod to try to get back up. He's going to lose 1 spot to IMG right there. No.
Oh,
Celtics just can't catch a break tonight. Was leading, made some contact, working on getting back to those leaders. Like I said, Dark Knights calls it biting the butter, gets loose. He's getting loose off the corner. You got to be able to regain and get your composure back and get your line, which is kind of difficult. It takes about a lap or two. And I think that's Jay Wood that's tracking down Celtics right there. Good gravy. Noko definitely pulling away from Sin 88 as we're going to jump on board with him. At least a 1.5 second lead, and there's that curse. As soon as I click on him,
Noko's
he scrapes that wall. Yeah, he gets in the wall down the straightaway, and Sin bumps it in the corner. Can that give him the chance? Because Sin would have had to drive. Looks like he gained a little bit, but we know Noko might be able to pull that back out.
He got some damage from that hit.
Yeah, Noko
I was
avoided
on
it.
his roof cam when he hit it, and his fender popped up as soon as he did.
You know, not a majorly arrow track, but it will help you quite a bit. As Sin bounces off the wall right there too, he scrapes it just a little bit, but it does affect the handling on these custom cars when you get damage.
Celtics is around Goofy, and so is Jay Wood. Goofy got loose coming off of 2.
Jump on board with him right there. So yeah, Celtics with that hot rod that he proved that he had, working his way back up to the front after that mishap. Unfortunate for him.
This car still looks pretty clean though, really. He doesn't look to have any damage on it.
Lead change.
He could start chopping into a lead.
Oh, Noko, as we just right there, K-Taddy says that lead change. Something happened to Noko. He might have spun around, hit the apron, he bounced into the wall. He just gets past. He's still scraping the wall. That puts Sin 88 or Sin 95 in that 88 car back to the point. Unfortunate for Noko. Here comes Sparks getting around him.
I think he's got just too much damage right now. He can't stay off the wall.
And with all of these accidents happen, our new leader, the rookie, the new kid on the block, Sin 88, in there in that 88 car, Sin 95, he is pulled away. Everybody, because of those mishaps, he has got himself almost a straightaway lead. So no pressure, but yeah, there's pressure. When to pit, when not to pit. Hopes you can hold on. How many laps left, guys?
I'm almost at the line. There's still like 100 laps. I'm 4 laps down, 116, so 112 laps.
Oh, so this is definitely a very long race for these guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're only about halfway.
And Noko, like I said, Noko's pitting now. We got to fix that damage. It's just too bad. He had to pit.
Looks like Robbie gets around Golf Nut right there.
So does that put Celtics back up into second? I think it does.
I think Goofy got around Celtics after that.
Then Goofy got loose, and Jay Wood and Celtics both got around Goofy.
Oh, yeah. Wow. We are definitely having a battle royale going on. People, you know, getting loose, hitting cars, making walls. They are definitely mixing it up but for new positions and stuff.
Yeah, Celtics in second. But he's about like a full straightaway behind.
What I'm enjoying here, and as you guys are speaking, is the incidents that are happening are single car, and people are doing it to themselves. We're not having people hitting each other and moving each other. We're having just driver error at such a hard track, you know what I mean? And it's really sad, and there's not much of a group here.
Especially on older tires. We've been on a long green flag ride now.
Yeah, we have. So now, are the cautions strict or are they relaxed?
Still unrelaxed.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen guys where there's been accidents where we all have. There should have been a caution, there wasn't, and we see something that shouldn't have been a caution, there was. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Just like we have a slider scale for setups on presets, I think that we should definitely have a slider scale for cautions, you know. Because if strict, one car can hit a wall because he's not doing good and create a caution, and you get 4 cars flipping, and for some odd reason, there is no caution.
Celtics is eating into the lead. He's knocked maybe 10 car lengths off of it over the last couple laps. There was a full straightaway now. Now it's about 2/3 of a straightaway.
Not wondering if the new kid on the block is trying to slow himself down and be patient, not seeing anybody around so he doesn't make a mistake. But at the same time, maybe his car is wearing away. Could be his setup RKM. But Celtic, you are right, is on a mission to get up there to him now. One of the most dominating cars we've seen tonight.
Gotta agree. I do see some traffic ahead of Sin, but it's a ways up there though still.
When we figured out, Keith Daddy told us a little bit earlier, there would have been 21 cars tonight if it was we had the full field. So that would have been definitely a lot hectic, and we would have talked about lap traffic a little bit more. Some of the lap traffic I think we're seeing is like Kate Daddy was just saying was a single car incident. This guy's slowed down.
Oh yeah.
Still good racing going on, and we got a lot of laps left. You know, we're still over 100 laps here at Darlington. Our second Crown Jewel week here in Giggity Racing, and I don't know. Like I said, RK, I've still got mixed emotions about jumping into an Xfinity car here for a lot of laps on Saturday.
Oh, you gotta do it. Gotta do it. Darlington's the track where you can figure out what you got and what you don't have.
Mm-hmm. While we were in South Carolina the first time, you know, we took a tour of everything. A beautiful facility. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. You know, it's such a very historic track to get into the Southern 500, being one of the crown jewels that a lot of people won. You know, Regan Smith got his one win there, and it was so epic for him. And guys who have won championships in 500s and Indy races, they haven't won this. They say this is still the one I want. They got it marked on their calendar.
Right. A lot of tradition in Darlington.
The lady in black.
Celtics has it knocked down to a half straight now.
Yeah, I just jumped on board with Sin right there. Did a reverse on it. You can see him creeping in on it. Slowly but surely. We still got a lot of laps to go, but this would be very impressive for him if he can pull it out and get himself a W tonight. But I mean, a lot of top-notch talent still in this field, and a lot of fast cars. Like Celtics, we read, it's one of the fastest cars. Sunoco was super consistent, even on damage. Was able to pull away from Sen too. So let's see if they can get back up there. It's not over until it's over. Caution, we may still see another one. We don't know yet, but majority we've had one caution and nothing but long green flag runs. So strategy will come into play also, Arcan.
Absolutely. You know, Sparks just hit pit road.
Bring that old Mustang down there. Yeah, he got himself a dash in tonight. And IMG coming off.
Gatekeeper's hitting pit road. And so is Goofy. It looks like Celtics is in as well. Goofy's just coming out. Celtics is in the pits now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, on board with Sparks, I see that car. Celtics is in there now, too. He got out pretty quick. Do you take 2 or do you take 4? Me, I would always take 4 at Darlington. Best handling car, you know.
You have to take 4 here.
Mm-hmm. Plus, you can, sometimes it handles better and wears out just a little bit. So, you don't want it to be, you don't want to be on old left sides and have them wear out and not be able to work so well.
Noto just pitted again also. Noto just came out. Surprised to see him pit again that soon.
And Wicked Gatekeeper on. Our points leader.
This is just going to jumble everything up.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can get a quasi running order here in a little bit.
Leaders on pit road.
Oh yeah. Let's do a ride along with him, see if we can kind of pick up his strategy. Like I said, 4 almost here's a given. It's got to be. Has to be.
Let's see, where is...
There's Jay Wood leaving.
Celtics is coming off of turn 2 now. This will be interesting to see how much of a lead it is once he gets back on the track.
Right. Celtics tires up the pressure and everything, but they might be a lap older. There goes Noco around him. Golf nut. Let's see where that puts him out. It pans him out right there. Oh, he gets loose coming off. He's trying to keep it down.
Out of the pits.
Trying to hold on.
Oh, and here comes Celtics right now. Celtics is there.
That's what I'm trying to flip to. There it is. Will that pit strategy work out for Sin? Good job keeping it low. Keeping off the pit lane. He barely took to the wall, but He made that gap disappear real quick because of that pit strategy.
He sure did. See if it bites him at the end of the run, or if his car's good enough where he can stay with him now and maybe even get around him.
I forget how many laps we do get to a full fuel run here, but these guys are all on 4 freshies. They all got themselves a belly full of fuel, and he knocked that lead down. So short pitting. We still probably have what, another 2-3 pit stops, I would have to assume, with 100 laps left.
I would say probably 2. I think we just lost another driver. I think we lost our in-race recorder, Patty.
Yeah, I just saw that. Let's see what happens real quick. We still got Robbie Bids up here. He's silent and deadly right now. Yep, K Taddy is on pit lane. I don't know if he had himself an internet issue, technical issue, but Robbie Bids still out there on the track, and he's got the leaders coming up right behind him. He's going to do the respectable thing.
The qualifying for the race yesterday, it really put a drain on the servers, and a lot of people started getting kicked right away as soon as they started. That may be it.
Yeah, the other day I was playing, and out of nowhere, I've never been kicked. Lost connection to server, and I was like, "Go on, do tell."
Well, they care more about this crap pro league than the regular servers. The guys are on here every day, so.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't understand why they're gonna take away from the bread and butter like that. I mean, I get that they need to put on a show, but there's people that are playing it every day that
It's not like they're gonna have much of a show because there's a
Celtics trying to make a move.
That's for sure. Oh, here comes Celtics. He's
to the
going
inside.
For it. He got it.
And under doing that, again, they didn't make contact. 795 tried to pull up just a little bit, not do it, scrapes the wall, lose a couple tenths. Now let's see what he has for Celtics. We've seen what he can do with Noco, but again, Celtics has the most laps led this race and is putting on a clinic. He had himself an instinct, flipped that apron, spun himself around with pit strategy, got himself back up.
And he just passed him on older tires, so.
Yeah, what was that, 1 or 2 laps older?
Yeah, but they're still older nonetheless.
Yeah,
so.
right, exactly. But they're up the pressure and everything like that. So at the end of this run, that will make Sin 95 have 2 lap newer tires. So yeah, you're right, on older tires. Now this is his chance though. Pull away, get himself that gap, and try to make Sin wear his stuff out, trying to keep up to him.
He's definitely pulling away. I think he's got the car to beat tonight, I believe.
We're jumping on board with Noco, trying to figure out where he was at. And he got into an incident, fell a couple positions back. Still heavy damage in front of that Chevrolet Chip Ganassi car. And he always makes everything work. Talk about turning lemons into lemonade. He is one of the guys that does it, especially on damaged cars.
Yep, he's a good wheelman, and I know he loves Darlington too. I bet he's probably pretty upset at himself for getting into trouble like that.
Yeah, but it's still not over yet. We still got a long way to go. But yeah, he could have probably been up there battling with. Oh, he scrapes that wall again right there. I love it when my dogs watch Giggity. They like watching racing with me, and they don't know the difference. So they just sit here intently, watch, and then doze off for a second, and I'll get excited and they'll watch again. And there's Jay Wood in that Ford car.
Sin's not letting him get too far away, though. I mean, he's got a few car links, but he's not stepping out anymore. He's holding his own right now.
Hey, Puddin', you probably got the chat party, didn't you?
I'm sorry?
You probably got the chat party, didn't you?
If I did, I don't know, because I've got my notification shut off.
I did not get a notice saying it was me. It's you,
so
Art.
It's probably you. No,
it's you.
Puddin' was in here before me, wasn't it?
No, you were in here before me.
Oh, here I do. Hey, look at that. Here, would you? I'll send you your invite.
Yeah, there we go.
I was just thinking about that.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot he wanted in.
No, I was remembering. I was over here talking to my landlord, so I figured I'd try and get you guys an extra hand in here real quick while I'm dealing with them. And
Now they're dealing with flat traffic.
Yeah, Jay Wood. He just got lapped, right?
Yeah, I believe so. And GolfNet pulled aside from Sen too. Celtics is pulling away, but he's not checking out on him. Yeah, that's GolfNet.
Okay. Why was I thinking that was Jay Wood? I don't know.
Yeah, he's not checking out, but he's still, he's pulling away a little bit. So Sen definitely doing a good job though, trying to keep up.
all right, Wood, if your invite is out, buddy.
Yeah, Kate Patty set this party up. Kind of hard to do the invite stuff while you're driving. We always try to do at least one person with a chat party, one person with the race lobby for the broadcast. That way we don't have to blue screen and invite people and everything. But we did a little bit different style tonight, but it still works out really well. We got great racing here in Darlington and our premiere night on Wednesdays.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you. Glad to see you're still here, buddy.
Yeah, it's like really difficult track. I'm having a bit of a rough race. Just don't seem to be able to get the car right.
Are you on your wheel?
Yeah, and the pedals are stiff as hell.
Yeah, Robbie Biggs has been having some issues with his brake and gas pedal, so he had to do a little science work.
Something's in the wall. Celtics hit the wall coming off the turn.
I gave him a chance to catch back up, but he had to... we should start calling you Dr. Robbie Bobby, because you had to do surgery on your wheel.
Yeah, 3 times.
I'm not good with stuff like that. I would have just got too frustrated.
Celtics is getting awful close to that butter. And Sin is all over him again.
This is a great battle we got going on for the lead between these two. A great custom race for the new kid on the block. I'm gonna start calling him that. Sounds good. Working his way up very smoothly. And it looks like that he's got a little damage on the front of that 88 RKM. Just a little bit, it looks like.
Oh, let me switch cars.
On the right front, it looks like. From the when I was doing
Yep, there is a little bit of dings on the right front.
Because I was doing the overhead.
Giving Celtics a bit of a push going into one.
What's up, little man? Great to see you out there. He said, yo, what's up, fellas? Jay Wood is coming. Yeah, Jay Wood sat on the pole, had himself a great car, and scratched that apron just a little bit early on, and fell back with no caution, which I still think that should have been a caution with 4 cars involved there.
Well, Jay Wood was just sitting third, but I don't know where he's going to sit now, because I've actually just seen him coming out of 2. He'd actually spun out.
Yep, he's just getting back up to speed now.
So, but I'll do the same again when he comes up to me, because I'm a couple of laps down. I'll let him go by.
And I love that car-to campaign scheme. When we took a tour of the, I would have loved to have one, even though, everybody knows my adult beverage of choice. But we took a tour of the Anheuser-Busch when we were in St. Louis. We only lived 2 minutes away from it, and they had one of those cans in there signed by Harvick and everything. And it was a cool can, just to know that it was like the carbon fiber and everything. I really like that paint scheme too. And that is too bad I didn't have bazillions of dollars to buy a beer can to put in my collection.
Oh, looks like Sin's starting to get loose. He just hit the wall coming off of 2, and Celtics is walking away.
Yeah, it doesn't take much here. A 10th there and a 10th there, and sometimes this wall can be like a Velcro, like at Iowa. You hit that, it just keeps you up there. So,
Like a magnet.
Yep. and it'll screw up your rhythm, and it takes you several laps before you start getting that back. And you just pray you don't destroy your car till you do.
Yeah, right. He's out there though, like you said. So our running order right now, Celtic's one of the most dominating cars out there, most laps led. Sid 98, it's 95, not 88, one of the most consistent cars all night. And our pole setter right there, Jay Wood, sitting in third, trying to catch these boys down. I don't even know if the one and only Noco could have anything for Celtics tonight. His car looks so darn good, but Celtics led. I mean, Noco was leading some laps and pulling away too, and I just don't know if that damage has really affected him now. I think it might be, as we see. I think Noco coming to pit lane right now.
Yeah, he's back on pit road again.
Maybe he's trying to do some short pit strategy. We know how well he is with it. No.
But he's got to be losing laps each time he pits. He's losing at least a lap.
Right, yeah. But, you know, when these guys pit, then he'll get it back. It just all depends on how many laps down he is. But we saw how Celtics pit strategy worked out. Because he was half a straight away, and he was creeping on Sin. But after the pit cycle came out, he was right there on the bumper of Sin 95 when he came out. And that's how we got to the position where we're at now.
Yeah, but Noco has pitted 3 times to Celtics 1, so I don't know. I think he's got car problems, man. I think his setup just isn't working for him tonight.
Well, too, I remember he got that early damage when Jay Wood did hit that apron. He didn't necessarily get completely involved, but he was contact with another car and the wall, and that led to his early damage too. So.
True.
And has chosen not to fix it, as we all know, depending upon how many seconds it is. And it looks like it's just added up a couple more times. But I thought most people would have fixed it during our one and only caution of this race.
And it looks like Celtics is starting to close in on Wicked for lapping.
Mm-hmm. Wicked being our points. He was our points leader going into the night with Kane Taddy second. Go ahead, RKM. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So Wicked and Noco were running nose to tail before Noco pitted. So maybe that's why he pitted early, because he knew the leader was catching up.
Ah, see? Stinking thinking, maybe.
Maybe.
See. Yeah, let's see how it all pans out. Last time we had a lap count, we were at 112. I was trying to count them down. But, so we've got to be under 100. I would have to assume that we're around 80 to 85, in my opinion. 30
I'll be
seconds.
able to tell you in a moment.
30 seconds a lap here, if not 29s and stuff. They click off quick.
70 elapsed.
Oh, so I was way over 70. Archangel the other night, he hit it right on the head too. 73 nice. To go. Thank you up there, little man. It's great to see out there.
Oh.
Yeah, little man.
Oh, okay, in the chat, I see. Oops,
yep.
Somebody hit the wall. I think Celtic scraped the wall entering.
Yeah, he's catching the back of that heavily damaged 42 car. A Wicked Gatekeeper. Again, this is season 4 here, Giggity Racing. So everybody in silly season, new drivers, old drivers, changing the new cars and everything. But Wicked told me in a chat one day, he was like, they welded my seat into the 42. I'm never getting out of it. Old RJ over there running the 24. Ooh, both cars get loose right there. He changed to the 9, messing me all up.
Yeah, that's just weird. I just can't get used to him being in the 9.
And that was one of my worries in the off season. Doing, for commentating RKM, as you know, I do quite a bit up here. And by the time that I started, because, Robbie introduced me with K-Taddy and Giggity, I was learning names and numbers and paint schemes, and then, I had it down pat. And then in the off-season, I was like, no, everybody's going to be changing. No, may it be.
Oh, Celtics on the pit road.
Let's see how that pans out for him. Again, his pit strategy worked well before. Maybe if I was Sin, I would have pitted with the leader, so I would have been able to know where he was at. This gives Sin back the lead. But last time they cycled through, it worked back out in Celtics' favor. But again, he had
Right.
2 laps older tires, and we were talking about that.
Yep. I think Sin started to pit when he saw him doing it, but he couldn't brake enough to make it, so he just stayed in it. We'll see though.
That's the best thing to do if you can't get down there. And it looks like Noko just came off the pit road again. But if you know you're not going to make it, don't take a chance of locking it up, spin it around, getting a penalty, or hitting other cars. So, but I would have pitted with the leader. I've been working a lot on my strategy with our new captain, Coke. Robbie definitely was helping me with my strategy. So, and it worked out very well for me at Las Vegas. But it really good. I was leading.
Nice.
But
Nice.
so let's see how everything pans out. Here he comes off a pit road. Let's jump on board with Sin, see where it comes out. So
Everybody else lag out.
yeah,
Vegas?
right. They're passing right there. There's that 2 car with Sparks, the other dash driver. He's coming off a pit lane. Again, not a lot of big car count tonight. The guys that do race, they had an obligation for something else, as we all know. So good luck, and we hope they all do well. Sin's still staying out.
He is. He must be where he's trying to eliminate a pit stop by stretching it or something.
Yeah, because he's going. Here comes IMG 20 coming off. I'm not going to wonder if he's going to run this thing dry. Try to get himself a lead, but if he does that, like you said, that'll give Celtics a lap back. He's going to let that 2 car Sparks go, being on newer tires.
Just saw a little lag out of Sparks as he passed Sin.
Yeah, just a little bit. We all saw that Pro Invitational that they did on a different, video game based Sunday with the
Oh, yeah.
drivers and stuff. I wish.
Goofy spun. And he collected. Oh no, he got the person managed. Whoever that was managed to get by him on the apron.
That was me.
Oh, you got by him?
Yeah,
Nice
I've been
move.
practicing in the public lobbies.
But we all saw how they had a lap counter on the side. Now I know that, Fox Sports had a lot to do with that. It was cool how they had an invocation and national anthem and what they did to bring the race. But if they can get a lap counter and they can get positions and stuff on the side, why can't we?
I totally agree with you. I totally agree. When they asked for suggestions for Heat 4 when we were doing 3 and they were developing 4, that's the only thing I sent them was, please include a lap counter for people watching the race.
Mm-hmm. And it definitely helps too, because they know how many people have leagues. They know how many people broadcast this.
Absolutely. There's no reason they couldn't do it. It wouldn't be that difficult to include it.
On board with Celtics right now, he's right behind Jay Wood, who was running in 3rd. So does that put Jay Wood in 2nd right now after the pit cycles? Little man driver right there saying, come on.
Ooh, Celtics got the wall coming out.
Mm-hmm. And
I guess.
it's really impressive, and it's not impressive for the drivers, but by clicking that wall barely. I mean, you can knock it down or barely scrape it, but watch the car in front of you pull away, you're like, oh, it's so frustrating. It's happened to all of us.
Sin's in the pits.
Okay. And here
He's
he
coming
comes.
out now.
No damage fixed on his car either. Let's go back on board with Celtics. Sorry to the fans for clicking through, but yeah, let's see where Celtics and Jaywood, where it pans out for them. They're coming out, it appears to be 3 and 4, so Sin still has himself a good lead then. He's on the
Or is he
backstretch.
behind and they pulled that far ahead on the new tires?
Right, oh, that's true too, yeah. Well, he
That
stayed
would
out
be
another
my guess.
4 laps, I believe it was.
He
4
stayed
laps.
out a long time.
Yeah.
So they probably are ahead of him. He's probably sitting in 3rd now.
And he is all by his lonesome. Well, since he doesn't have a mic, we'll have to say him or her, right? We got to be politically correct
Right.
nowadays.
Yeah.
We'll have to
So
bring him.
we're going to invite him into the booth and then he can, like, I don't know.
Send me a
do a
message.
donut for, yeah. Do I like
Well, I wouldn't be able to see it because
Morse
I
code or
got my
something?
notifications off, so it won't work so well.
Your current leader is the number 11 of Celtics, I believe.
So it did work
Okay.
out for him then. So again, that pit strategy on Sin did not work out.
So that means is on the edge of being lapped.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he was in third.
Celtics and Sienna have been on form all race.
Wow.
And there he goes, Jay Wood, the third place car, just went a lap down, and he was third before those cycles of pit stops, like Lumen was saying when it was working out. Woo, how things can change without a caution.
No doubt. So I guess we're just gonna have to see now on if this pit strategy for Sin. Oh, somebody wrecked.
Oh, Noko, I just was
Noko.
on board. And right there, I
There's
just
the
got an
caution.
update. It was Jay Wood is fifth, Noko fourth, and Sparks third. And that would have, so thank you for that, little man. But that is going to bring them back to our second caution. And RKM, I'm going to let you do it, buddy. I'm going to give it to you. I want you to call it. You haven't, you know, I've been up in a booth with you. You know what to say. You know what to do, buddy.
Oh yeah, we will. We'll wait till it gets ready.
Yeah, right. Yep. But
That will put Jay Wood back on the lead lap, sorry.
it's okay. Perfect. Thank
Appreciate
you.
the update.
Yeah, so Jay Wood gets the old lucky dog.
Yeah, I'll be sure. Is anybody broadcasting this? Like any of the drivers doing in-car broadcasts?
Maybe Wicked on Twitch.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Time to rack 'em and stack 'em, boys. And Sparks is coming out second.
Yeah.
Oh my. His strategy. And here we go.
Good restart for the 88. A little bit of contact. Robbie Bits pulls
Cars
down. He being a
everywhere.
lap down. Here comes Celtic. Sparks. Wait, now our two lead drivers, they are the dash drivers. But look at the two cars behind them. Here comes Noko and Celtic. Celtic's getting in the wall. He slows up Noko. Car goes around him. That's Jay Wood. Jay Wood just got our lucky dog, RKM. Look how things just got all kind of confused.
Wow.
Oh, Celtic scraping that wall really slowed Noko down. Wow. Goodness gracious.
Looks like a hornet's nest now.
Yeah. Hornet's nest. Yes, I love it.
53 laps remaining.
Is Noko on the lead lap?
No, he's one lap down.
Oh, I need
He
this
fixed
to
his
rub the wall,
damage.
too.
Noko fixed his damage that time. So if we see another caution, he would be the first car lap down then, correct, Robbie?
Oh, we gotta
we
go
might
around.
see one. 20 of IMG goes around by
Sorry,
himself.
Golf, I'll put the brakes on.
Everybody avoided it. And we're going to stay clean and green.
Oh,
You know,
Sin got the wall, and now Sparks is to the lead.
Both dash drivers
Sparks
still, and here comes
look.
Celtics to the inside of Sin. Can Sin trains down the Sparks. The dash drivers sit in 1 and 3. Here comes the most dominant car on the track right now.
Oh, Sparks is in the wall. That's going to give him second and third a run on him.
This is intense. And we still got 50 laps to go, RKF. Thank you for your update over
Oh,
there.
my goodness.
Woodruff Racing. Hey, by the way, you have an invite up here since K Taddy left. Art sent you one, but if you want to come up, if you look in the broadcast chat, he says, I shared Jay Wood's stream, so we do appreciate that. Jay Wood is streaming. Celtics goes to the inside of Sparks. Sin's going to try to follow him down, RKM. Woo!
There
Oh,
we go.
Sparks into the
Sparks
wall.
grabbed- Yep. But that shouldn't hurt him too bad. He got off it pretty clean.
Noko,
Sparks is staying with him.
he was that first car around. Oh, Sparks just hit the wall again. Noko trying to race his way back and get his lap back, because if that happens, then he can use pit strategy to try to get back to the front, maybe. Or again, if we come out with another caution, we've only had 2 now here at the Darlington Stripe Custom Cup race. He'll be the lucky dog. So that is one person who wants to see it as much as somebody else, and everybody else doesn't want to see it. AKA that Celtics person out there leading with that fast car. Sparks right behind it. Sin. Here comes Sin. Oh, Celtics gets just a little bit loose. Oh, and it looks like the 88
Oh,
around.
we got
Sparks
a wreck.
around. Noko
Oh,
once
Noko's
again
in
gets
it.
involved in that.
Oh, he can't catch a break.
If this gives
Come on,
it,
boys.
Looks like you're under caution.
there's a
That will
caution
put
that Noko wanted to see.
Back on the lead lap. That will put Noko back on the lead lap now.
Yep, that is
Oh
what he
my.
wanted to see, but he collected damage on that though. He just fixed his car. Is he going to
But
fix
that's
it or
okay,
will
though.
he?
It's going to be a free pit stop because he gets a waiver and he gets a lucky dog. You
Oh
don't get
yeah.
the fix.
If there is a wave around, it'll go to Goofy.
Oh. But I thought I thought Noko was the first car lap down.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Not
but,
anymore.
So,
No, so he'll
because
get the lucky dog, but a
Yeah.
waiver round if needed. If able, will go to Goofy. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
His Noko
Right, so, yeah,
actually the
that
lucky
puts
dog
both-
because he's been involved in a couple accidents after he just got it fixed. Can he use that damaged
Right.
car to get back to the front? Celtics and Jay Wood and Wicked and Golf Nut sitting in the second, third positions. I do believe they're laps down though. So here
Jay
comes
Woods
Celtics.
in second. Yeah.
Sin stuck behind that 42 of the lap car of Wicked. Wicked being our points leader. This is what Celtic wants to do. He wanted that restart arcane. He wanted to get pulled away.
The only guy not on the lead lap is me.
Oh, everybody. Oh, so
Yeah,
So
and
the-
Wicked is fighting for it now.
yeah. So it
He's
is
in
Sin
there.
and Wicked's for position. All right, and that's unfortunate for you, Robbie. So you want to see a caution because you'll be the next lucky dog.
No, I don't want to see a caution. Turns out however it turns out.
Celtics, Jay Wood, Sin, Wicked with some of that luck right there too, had some damage. Noko's back on the lead lap. Can he get his way back up there? Good battle right there. Going to jump on board with Sparks. He's right behind Wicked, who's behind Sin. From the back, still in the pits. They're doing a motor change on that car. That's got to be what it is. On board with Wicked, he's going to race right now. He's got himself a little bit of a battle too. Noko behind him, trying to catch him down, but he's trying to deal with that new kid on the block. Sin's barely holding himself very well. But look at that battle for the lead, guys. We got to jump back up there real quick. Sorry, again, it's so hard to click through. Jay Wood to the lead underneath Celtics. They are racing. That's what Wicked and Sin want to see. They can work back up there. Little man says, I'm going to go out there and jump on board with Jay Wood for the restart. He'll be right back. Jay Wood, again, our pole setter. Our pole setter. Got that heavy hitter of Celtics right behind him. Again, we've talked about it. Most laps led. Looks like to be one of the most dominating cars out there tonight, RKM. 42 to go.
Absolutely.
42 to go. Thank you, little man. Go ahead, RKM.
No, I was just agreeing with you. He has been the dominant car the whole night. He has definitely kept it up front, kept it clean almost the whole race.
Looks like Noko's trying to battle up. He's getting slowed up just a little bit. Trying to see. I think that's Wicked. Yeah, Wicked trying to hold on. Our point. Oh, Wicked spins by himself. Takes Sparks with him. Golf not involved. Right as we jump on board. Will that bring out a caution? Heavy damage to the front of that 42. Our points leader going in tonight. Wow.
No caution.
No caution.
Nope, no caution.
That is not what they wanted. Wow, that, and I don't see why that why that wasn't, but here he comes, Notorious Noko on the back of that Sin car. They've had a good
make
battle.
little contact.
Yeah, Jay Wood and Celtics up there makes a little contact. I'm riding right behind Noko's view, seeing if he can chase down Sin, watching that battle. Celtics goes back to the inside of Jay Wood. Jay Wood scrapes the car, scrapes that wall just a little bit. Can he hold on to a new leader right there? Celtics, the guy's been leading all night. Can Noko get around these guys? Sin has proved himself, but can he get up there and give Celtics a battle? Jay Wood right there in the battle. He's going to try to go back on the inside. High, low
He's in
moves in
there.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 with these two leaders, RKM. This is, take it. I got to take a breather. Breathe.
Oh, they're tight. They're heading into one side by side. Jay Wood pushes him up a little bit and scrapes the wall, and Jay Wood clears him coming off it too.
Oh, slide job after slide job. High, low. Noko's trying to chase down
Celtics got
Sid.
a little loose.
Celtics gets loose. That gives Jay Wood a car length. Noko
Yeah,
and
Celtics
Sin
is
track on the back of Celtics. We got a great battle for four.
They're going
Yeah.
to be all over each other here soon.
This
Oh
is,
my goodness.
golly,
This is
guys.
going to be crazy. Wow.
All four of these cars have led laps tonight. They have proved it. Noko tracking the trap back down that Sid. Send new to Giggity, working his way up. Like Titus said earlier, this is an audition for him. He's driving with RJ Motorsports over there. Noco's going to try to make moves and gets just a little bit under. No contact, but it looks like he's trying to be respectful. Noco definitely on his rear bumper. Got that draft. When's he going to make his move? They're trying to track down Celtics. Jay Wood, your leader. Woo!
Something is starting to fall off a little bit from Jay Wood. Jay Wood stepping out on him a couple car lengths.
Oh, Noco scrapes that wall. Noco scrapes it too. He loses all that ground he just made up on the sand. We can see him do it again. I think that's, yep, that's, I think the Sparks right behind him are IMG. Both in yellow and black cars. But we saw...
Sparks is in 5th.
Yeah, so, okay, so he's going to be right there with them. Can he track it down too?
Up.
Oh, everybody's starting to get a little dicey. Do you think they pushed their cars a little too hard and wore them out? Or some of these tires?
I'm sure the tires are starting to wear out. Well, I'm sure they're not handling very well right about now, and it's only going to get a little worse each lap. But this is what I think Celtics has shown that he's got the car over the long run. I think he's going to reel him back in. I'm curious about Noco, though, because he had so many problems early in the race. I'm not really sure what he's got on the long run. Oh, there goes Celtics. Just as I say that, he loses it. He's
hard contact. Noco once again gets collected. He cannot catch a break if he could. And I do believe that's going to be a caution.
Oh, Noco's in the air again, and so is Goofy.
Wow.
Right, so that will mean that we will not need to pit if we stay green.
Gotcha.
Noco trying to get up there, always in the right place at the wrong time.
36. Ooh, yeah. 36 to go.
This will put me 1 lap down.
Gotcha. And this is like that's like right at the edge of the fuel window too, right? Like you're good, but you're just inside it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
I think it's about to get crazy, folks.
Yeah.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
No, it's not. Now it's anybody's race.
I'm going to steal it from Noco. Get your popcorn out.
Here we go, folks. Sparks starting second, Jay Wood starting first, and we're off and running.
Rack them and stack them. Can we go clean and green? Robbie just said it. They are good on fuel. Sen goes to the inside of Sparks. IMG right behind him. Noco trying to get back to the inside of IMG. He looks like he does. He's in 4th. Celtics falling back a little bit because of that pit stop. Oh, Golf Nut. Golf Nut and Sparks, I think. Oh, he's holding on to Goofy. I'm sorry,
Golf
guys.
Yep.
Oh, Robbie!
Wow! That was close.
Close. Oh my goodness.
Still on board with Jay Wood, our leader right now. Little man to see. He told him, he's like, walk off with it, son. Walk off with it. He's got a lot of competition right behind him, but being the points leader, the points pole sitter tonight.
Here comes Noco looking inside of Sparks.
Sparks looks like he clipped the wall. Noco to 3rd. Sid and Noco have been racing it out. Celtics right behind him. 2 dash drivers sitting in the top 5. They're racing hard. This is giving Jay Wood that opportunity to do that walk away, which little man said he wants him to do. Can Celtics get around these poor cars? He's been working so hard all night. Again, one of the most dominant cars. Noco been in every accident. Sitting here in 3rd, though. Got his car fixed. Says, I want to be a part of this action. I'll be here at the end. Oh, just a little bit of contact in that wall from the Celtics. These guys really racing hard. These custom cars are, Cam.
They are, and there's all benefiting Jay Wood. He's stepping out a little bit at a time because they're fighting back there.
Everybody has to pit. Here he goes. He goes to the inside of Sparks. Celtics up to 4th. Noco giving just a little bit of a bump to say Sin. And he said, either move it or lose it, son. I got to go catch Jay Wood. We cannot let him walk away with this many laps left. Celtics says, I got to try to get there too.
A little bit.
It doesn't look like he's intentionally blocking, but I don't think he quite has a fast car like Noco does. So
exactly.
Go ahead.
No, I was agreeing with you 100%. It doesn't. He's not blocking. It just looks like third and fourth have a little bit quicker of a car right now.
Oh, he scrapes
And
the
that
wall and he
hit the
gets
wall.
Noko just a little bit.
Oh.
Celtics does that give the opportunity for Noko to get back to the inside on that third place position? It does not. Jay Wood, 10 car lengths going down the straightaway as they pass the pit entrance. Crossing over this line. We are good on fuel if we don't see any more cautions. Sin's going to do his best. He's looking good. He's, like I said, I just don't think he's got quite as Noko. Let's see how these guys work around him, though. Noko tries to take the peak to the high. Says, oh, can't get it done. Can he get a run to the inside here, RKM, going down that backstretch?
Oh,
Noko
hit the
scrapes the
wall.
wall. Here comes Celtics.
Oh,
Celtics.
Sparks loses it. Coming off in turn.
Oh, no. He's got to stay in it. He's got a lot of competition right behind him. Again, riding on board with Celtics right there. I think that's one of the better camera angles that we got because we can see all the everybody in front of us.
Right,
Sorry.
I'm looking back from Sin right now at Noko and
Oh, so
Celtics.
you're seeing what you want to see that you don't want to see that you have seen. Noko in your rear
exactly.
view. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Nobody wants to see Noko in your rear view, although usually if you do, you don't see him there for long.
Noko definitely trying to get around him. Yeah, you won't see him for long, but Sin doing a good job. I just don't think he's got quite that the speed of that car. The Celtics and Noko definitely can kind of, get to Jay Wood. If it was early, he's got himself hooked up.
Noko pushes up into the wall in the middle of the corner.
Yep. And with all the frustration, Celtics also does the same thing. All the frustration of Noko tonight, he just loses position. To be up here in third place, he says, come on, kid. You get on the block or not, move it or lose it. I want to get up there. I can try to catch Jay Wood. Celtics says, I want to go with you, Noko, but I can't do it when I scrape the wall. You know it's getting intense because I'm standing up off the couch, RKM.
Oh, yeah. I think Noko's trying to plan his run. Yep, here he comes. He's inside of him. I thought he was kind of stalking him. There he goes. He's by him.
Clean right
Coming
there.
up.
Oh, Sin
Yep.
hits the wall. He looks like, he tries to pull back up.
Oh,
No, he
Celtics.
gets Celtics into the wall. Celtics passes him on the high side. Contact being made.
Yeah, I think he didn't realize Celtics was out there and scraped into him and then let out of it to give him the spot.
All right, let's see what these guys have. Sin put on a great show, been in the top 3, top 4, top 5 almost all night. But when it comes down to that brass tacks and bronze air medals, these guys are going for it. Still a great run for Sin tonight. Can Celtics and Noko, can they both try to track him down?
Oh, they're definitely going to try. I'm curious to see. I wish I could see how many laps I said. See how many they got left to reel them in.
20. Little man out there doing us this update.
20. All right.
Woodruff!
I had his...
Zing!
Oh, I can't see the chat. I mean, I'm
Don't worry
watching
about it. I'll tell you
videos
about
on
it here in a
my
minute. We can't. I'll tell you about it here in a little bit. We just got to keep going with this action. Can this second and third place car track down that leader, Jay Wood, our pole sitter tonight? Celtics most
don't
laps
count
led
out
tonight.
Sin yet. Sin's still right there on Celtics bumper. He's
He
all
is
over
too,
him.
yeah. Oh, Celtics scrapes the wall. He gets to him, gives him a little push, comes
Oh,
down.
he puts a little block. He's blocking him. Celtics put a block to him.
Oh, I wish I knew this Sin 95 because I would want to know what his mentality is right now. Oh, he hits the wall. These guys' tires are trying. I think these guys really pushed their tires really too hard to keep up and get away from everybody. The top 4, top 5, definitely. Sin gets a little loose. Jay Wood starting to walk away a little bit more. Can Noko and Celtics try to get up there? Archangel, if you got your ears on, I hope you're friends with these guys because you're going to have to do the inviting.
Just doesn't seem like Noko's cutting into that lead.
I
I
know.
know my mic is muted. I'm sitting here talking to you guys and crap, and I'm wondering why you guys aren't listening. I've been here for like the last 15, 20 laps, man.
Oh, man,
Well,
they
that
haven't
explains
heard
that.
I was like, well, maybe somebody's got me muted, or maybe my mic's messed up or something. And you said that, and I was like, oh, dude, I forgot. I muted it when my landlord was in here talking.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Oh, Noko
yeah.
rubs the wall.
I've been over here trying to help you guys commentate and everything.
Oh, Celtics is in the wall.
Oh, that gives Noko a little less pressure from behind. Sin's going to try to get up to him. Can he get back underneath Celtics? Get himself his premier debut in the Cup Series of top 3. Don't know if he can. Celtics is going to push the issue hard. Noko, I just don't know if he's got enough time. I think old Jay Wood said, deuces in the air, y'all. I'm
I
gone.
think you're right.
These guys racing back here, RKM, gave him that opportunity to do it because he started on the pole from that third restart. We know he's fast. He put down the pole setting time. And it looks like all these guys have a really good long run car. That was something I was talking about. I can almost guarantee almost all these guys are on a wheel, which makes it easier too, but look at this.
Well, on one hand, it does make it easier, but on the other hand, you're using a lot more physical effort spinning that wheel, and you do get wore out by the end of the race here. Fingers start giving numb from gripping the wheel, especially with these tight battles. You grip it a little harder. It'll put a wear on you. And they've all sorted themselves out fairly decent right now. And Jaywood just seems to be distancing Noko now.
Yeah, Woodruff just said, bye! Deuces in the air! Yeah, Celtics looks like he's pulling away a little bit from Sin as we've been riding on board with him. But he can't catch Noko too, so these guys got a pretty even gap. If we were to end right now, it would be Jaywood, Noko, and Celtics, but it's not over till it's all over. We've seen Celtics hit the, bite that butter a little bit earlier in that apron and spin around. Jaywood made a mistake and did the same thing. So it's not over. These guys are trying to stay away from that thing and be smooth. Jaywood doesn't need to shut his rear view off. Sin gets away with shut that rear view mirror off and just drive his race.
All it takes is one little slip on that butter and it's a whole new race.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we saw that at Daytona. How many times did we think that lead changed last year?
Too many. Not enough. It was great racing.
Yeah, it was.
Looks like as we go through the field here, we're starting to spread out. Wicked's right behind this Deuce car. That's Sparks, one of our dash-in guys. So again, he hit that wall like RKM's did earlier. He peeled back, and it looks like Goofy's right in front of him. IMG, here comes Wicked to the in front. Don't want to take away from these guys back here, but we have an intense battle up here for the lead. On board with Noko, and that is a big lead. Even for Noko, I don't know if he can make that up in this time. But Celtics getting back of Noko.
I'm watching it, and it's not shrinking.
Celtics to the back of Noko. This looks like one of the best battles for position, for the podium on the track right now. Celtics had one of those great runs. Did not want to see those cautions. Noko drifts up just a little bit. Can Celtics get to him? No. Noko comes down nice and smooth, trying to stay off the wall. Celtics scrapes the wall. That's when it cost him the car. Jaywood, like I said, he is pieced out. He's in a different time zone.
I don't know if many guys remember the Darlington race and last year. I mean, Jaywood was right there with Noko for 80% of that race, so...
Little man definitely being a big help out there in RKM on Jaywood's bad stream too, so RKM definitely a little man. Golly, RKM, you got me on the brain. I got you on the brain tonight. Little man helping us out there on YouTube land. Great to have you up here, man. And they told me you were possibly going to make up here. I was super excited.
3.3 seconds now. He's slowly walking away. He's gained 2/10 in the last lap. Jaywood has on Noko, so he's stretching it out.
The battle right now is for second and third. Who's going to hold off? I don't know. If these guys did get hold out by a little bit by Sin, which he was doing a very good job. He can't hold anything against him. His car seemed to fall off just a little bit. Sin did a great job, but these two might have had something for Jaywood. We don't know. Jaywood looking for that W right now. But the battle right here. Celtics pulled right up on the back of Noko.
Lead is stabled out a bit. It's like 3.4 now, and it hasn't changed. Well, now just I say that it goes to 3.5. So he is still pulling out a little bit.
Celtics, he's had himself a long run car tonight. Noko looked like he did, but Jaywood, it looks like he has a really long run car, and the patience prevailed from that accident earlier. 7 to go.
We're into single digits, yep, 7 laps.
That'll be gone in no time here at Darlington. What is that doing? 30 laps, or 30-second laps. That's 2 laps a minute. So, this race will be over really quick, guys. And Celtics get that car up there.
Sure will.
he had such a dominating lead, and then he finished back a little bit, and then he came back up, used pit strategy, and then we had a couple cautions. So we've had a little bit of mix of everything tonight between strategy and caution to get these guys back where they want. I know Noko probably will be happy with a second if he can get out of here. Disappointed he didn't get the first because he got slowed up, but the adversity he's had to come over tonight, I think he's been in every major accident out there tonight, and he's still going to pull a second out, hopefully. At least a top 3,
Yeah.
but...
Well, he's still going to have to contend with Celtics. Celtics is right there with him.
5 to go. 5 to go. Woodruff says finish. How do you think we feel finish? It's been a long race between the dash and us up here, Woodruff. I mean, come on now. These guys are tired too, but you know, I get more excited towards the end of these long races because that's when everything really happens.
Oh,
The
Robbie
battle is
Vids.
definitely for second.
Robbie Vids pulling the old Homer Simpson if you all didn't hear it. Go!
yeah, get it off the track.
Great to have Robbie back. 4 to go this time. I missed you, buddy. I love you. You're my English homeboy. I just don't like your new hairdo, buddy.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't go outside. If you do, put suntan on that as we come to 3 to go.
There's no hot weather over here. What are you on?
It was 91 here in Texas today. It was 91 and beautiful. I loved it. Jay Wood's got this one in the bag. I think he's staying up off that white line to be safe, Arcade, because we saw what happened earlier. Still, can Celtics get to Noko?
3/10 between Noko and Celtics right now.
I mean, that's not a lot.
And
One
two.
mistake on either
No,
of
it's
them.
still in the draft. He's still going to get the suck up. Speaking of
2 to
which, he
go.
just did.
2 to go. White flag next time by for our leader, Jay Wood. This would be awesome for him, the pole sitter, to come out. Both dash drivers ran up front. They were looking good. Sim was leading some laps. Think his strategy got him. This is the white flag lap at the Darlington Stripe Custom Cup Race Season 4 Giggity. Can Celtics get to Noko? Do you think he's going to push the limit?
Well, he's going to have to do it right here.
Yeah.
I think going into 3, he's probably going to send it.
I was just going to say, is he going to do the Mango full send into turns 3 and 4, as Mango would say? One of the most tricky turns of this set out here, too. Noko gets
Noko got
loose! Noko got way
Oh,
loose!
no!
Oh, he's going to be super upset with that. He sticks it back to the inside.
Oh,
Celtics to the high side. It's going to be a drag
man.
race. Who gets the better drag? Celtics pulls down in front of Jay Wood.
Celtics,
Oh!
Celtics got-
Noko
Oh, my
finishes back to
goodness.
second.
Oh!
Wow!
What a finish!
Jay Wood
Oh, my
with
goodness.
the W. And Noko and Celtics on that last lap. Holy cow!
That
Goodness
was
gracious!
crazy!
Arts, can you get these guys up here?
Yep, I'm getting them all right now, buddy.
Wow!
After 100 and how many laps tonight, it comes down to that for a second.
Wow!
Where's Celtics online?
Oh, goodness gracious, guys. That was some great racing. And as always, too, I do it. I don't want to tell you all, but I hide offline too. I appear offline, but when it's time to race, time to do whatever you got to do, please appear online. It makes it easier to get into your local lobby and get into the booth, and it helps everybody else out. And then, excuse me. Apparently, I got corona now. Administration level here, so. But we're trying to get these guys up here, especially Noko and Celtics for that. But we want to hear for our winner, Jay Wood. And little man said that's 2 in a row for him. Our pull center tonight. That was intense. Holy cow!
And we have the third place finisher Celtics in the booth.
I don't know if I still have it.
Good race, bud.
I said, you should see my
Looked like
Could have went better. Should have went better.
looked like you had the dominant car, man. You had that thing at the front the whole race.
I don't want to be in the club.
Yeah, I think we led about 100 laps, so had to.
No, it was pretty close for sure.
Just
Definitely
it was
not.
just rough race. We got wrecked twice. Our lap cars. It wasn't
Yeah.
their fault. It was just there's nowhere to go on the track at some of the spots,
Right.
and it was in the turns. There's just nowhere to go.
Yeah, it happened to pop on your car just as Daddy lost it right in front of you there, that first one.
It is how it is. We still got a
You
third.
did a
We'll
good job.
take it
Yep.
today.
Yep, you and Noko had quite the exchange that last lap. He got loose coming off a two, got you around, and then you got loose coming off a four.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was good racing. I mean, we had no chance of catching the first guy in first after we used up the tires trying to pass some of the guys that are a little slower, but.
What were your guys' opinion on Cinderella 95 tonight? He looked like he was very clean. He was doing his best. He led some laps, but it looked like you guys had a faster car than him. He didn't look like he was blocking compared to, it just looked like he made it difficult because he was just a tad bit off pace. But he still did very good for one of his first customs. He sent me a message today. Now, he's not very good at them, or he hasn't done them a lot, excuse me. Let's put it like that. So, but it looks like he slowed you up just a tad. Do you guys think you could have had something for Jay Wood if that wasn't the case?
Yeah, we could have, but we just used up the tires. We wasted about 6 or 7 laps trying to get around them, and until then, the tires were all used up, and I think he might have been 2.5, maybe 3 seconds away by then. So it was kind of just a race for second after that.
Yeah, it was. No, there was no chance. Once you waste your tires at Darlington, you just got to run what you got.
And that's what we were talking about that up in the booth about how hard you guys were chasing. Again, good job to Sin. I think you might have gotten fourth there. But Mr. Noko, not to take away from you Celtics, man, oh man, if there was anything that happened on the track, you just wanted to be there, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a couple of issues on track and a couple of mistakes, but it is what it is, man. Try to rally back, and if it would have stayed green there, I think I would have had enough to make it on one stop. I was hoping.
Still to pull out a second, too, because I've seen damage on that. Man, it would have looked good in orange to sit in second place tonight, too, by the way. But a lot of damage to that notorious black Noco car, and then you still pulled out a second place. So, again, your patience persevered, which we know you do with your methodical ways of thinking, sir. You're a wizard.
Yeah, I had a little bit of damage there on that final run, and I decided not to repair it because I didn't want to give up any track position. And it's so hard to pass at Darlington, so I just kind of put the fresh tires on it and ran what I had and seen what was going to happen. But good job to Jay Wood. He capitalized, and while we were all fighting, he was pulling away. So that's the product of Darlington.
Yeah, we are at Darlington all week. I told RKM I'm not excited to come here on Saturday night. If I can get out of here, with the top 10, I'll be happy. But no, good racing between you and Celtics tonight. I mean, you guys, those last couple laps were, again, you had me walking around, standing and pacing.
It was fun. Yeah, Celtics was always really good to race around and race me with respect, and he's real clean, so I appreciate him for that. And like I said, like he said, actually, we just burned our tires up, man, passing those two cars, and there wasn't enough after that. My tire light came on with 6 to go, and
wow,
and you held on to it.
We only had 24 laps on that final run, so with 36 laps of fuel, the tires were being spent very liberally.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see you guys trying to work Sin over, like trying to get around him, but he was just in the right where he needed to be for you to not get the run around him. Like I said, even it looked like you were trying to plan it to catch him at the right spot.
Yeah, it was center of the corner. He really bogged down center of the corner, and that kills your exit speed. And I just was sitting there watching the ticker, and 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, and
yeah,
it's just the product of Darlington. It's a national treasure. One lane.
Yep.
We all like running one lane.
Well, that's all you can run there.
Yeah. Hopefully, he's got to fix that.
Yeah, got to wait for the person in front of you to make that little slip up and give you the spot, give you the opening to take it.
It's a horrible track. Oh man,
Good
I am
job
so
coming back for a
exhausted.
second, Noko.
Hey guys, thank you guys. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you. Congrats, Jay Wood. Good job, man.
Good job, buddy.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Jay Wood.
Man, we took over the old time of the daily.
Man.
Thank you.
Go ahead, RKM. I don't get to have the opportunity up here. You take it, buddy. Take it.
It's okay. It looked like you had some issues at the beginning of the race there, but you got the right spot at the right time and was able to just check out on them there at the end. Congratulations, man. You looked really solid
I want to go ahead and apologize right now to Taddy and a couple other guys that I was just trying to give people room and then hit the apron. The start of this race was just an embarrassment. I never gave up though, and had a heck of a car.
You definitely showed it there at the end.
You're sitting on the daily.
just-
You're number 1 on the daily, number 2 on the weekly too. With those times you were putting down.
Yep.
It's just a heck of a car. I just wish I hadn't messed up Taddy's race or anybody else's race at the beginning. That was lost
it
my
happens.
talent.
It's Darlington, man. It's Darlington is bound to happen. You're not going to go like 160 some laps and every single corner be perfect. You know, everybody's going to slip up once or twice.
Well, it looks like you're sitting on the old time too. So that means you must like this track.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite tracks. It's just tough though. Like you can't really race with anybody. You have to wait for somebody to make a mistake, and I didn't do that at the beginning. I was trying to keep my track position, and I messed up.
Go ahead, Robbie. I'm sorry too, by the way.
When I hit the apron, it turned me back into the oncoming traffic, and I had nothing I could do about that. Both times.
I was going to say, at the beginning of the race, you was running a little bit rough. I've not seen you drive like that through the whole time I've been racing with you. But it seems towards the end of the race, you actually found your groove, and you was there when you needed the car to feel right, and it seemed you made some adjustments, and you took the win. And I've got to say congratulations. Also, I want to apologise for holding you up. I didn't know you was in 5th when you was behind me. I thought you was actually a position behind me, but then I see you was in 5th, and I let you go by and put my car on the wall so you could get through. But
no problem. I got loose at one time and hit you, and then smacked the wall, and then I had all kinds of more damage. It's a tough race. Like, I can't believe I came
little
back and
man's
got
super
that.
proud of you too, Jay. What he is super proud of him.
Hey, little man, we got another one. Woo!
No, but good job, mate. Good race. Well done.
Thank you.
Alright guys, we're going to get ready to wrap this one up. Thanks to Archangel and Robbie Bids, Kate Taddy, and as always for myself. But RKM, yeah, again, it was an honor and a pleasure. I got to hang out with you. I got riffed by you a little bit. Got to talk with you. But I'm going to let you know the drill. I'm going to let you take this off because you were up in the booth. And good luck at your ghost race if you show up again, perhaps this season. Oh, wait a minute, you already busted that surprise, right?
Yeah, I did. I busted the surprise. I'll see everybody Friday when I get out there with the development guys and show my skill at the road course.
Alright, guys.
I might make an appearance then.
You take it off. Take us off, RKM.
Alright, guys. Thanks you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the race as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it here with my buddy Pinky Puddin'. And with that, you guys have a good night.
Alright, y'all be safe. Everybody at one time, we know what to do. Bye!
Bye! Bye.